Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone, and happy Sunday. Uh, we are live, coming from you. I'm Dana, I'm your host, coming you live from Windsor, Ontario. But I have with me today a lot of global business partners. So, for those of you watching us, welcome. Regardless if you watch us live or recording, please put in the comments where you are watching us from, because we'd like to know which part of the world we reach you. And today's theme is about letting go in order to grow, right? Kind of still continuing yesterday. For those of you who watch, we have a fall theme about, how you refresh and how you change, same like nature. So today, kind of continuing on the same theme is, how like nature is teaching us to let go of some things in order to grow. So taking that lesson and see how we can apply it to our business. But before going to the theme, let's do a quick round of intro for everyone here. So, as I said, I'm your host, Dana. I'm originally from Romania, but living in Ontario, Canada for over 20 years now with my family. By profession, I'm an IT manager, working in the corporate world for over 20 years. And most recently, I also have my own online business where I teach other parents, other people on how they can change their life, how they can have an online business, even without having my technical skills. And we'll talk more about that. Reham, good afternoon. How's the weather in England?
Hi everyone, good afternoon here from the UK. It's a bit sunshine, but it's cold. Beginning to be autumn and winter at the same time. Good morning and good evening to all of you amazing people tuning in live or catching the replay later on. Please comment which country you're watching us from so that we can say hello to you. First of all, I just want to say huge thank you to Dana for this wonderful opportunity every weekend. I'm so grateful to be here sharing the stage with incredible, inspiring online business owner from all over around the globe. And yes, we are global. For those meeting me for the first time, my name is Raham. I've been living here in UK as a registered nurse for 23 long years. And yes, I'm proud Filipina by blood and British by choice. Mabuhay po, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. I speak in different languages, but more importantly, I also speak from the heart. I'm a mom of two wonderful teenagers, a wife to Jeffrey, and a mentor in this incredible online business community. I am truly passionate about helping others to start earning online and build their very own digital businesses so that you can too reclaim your time and create more option for your family and finally start designing a life you truly deserve. Thank you for having me today. I'm excited for the food is live and back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Ram. And coming back to Ontario, Elena, good morning. Good to see you again. Oh, no, you are on mute.
Oh, sorry. Good morning. Thank you, Donna, for having me and everybody here that is taking the time to share their experiences. I'm Elena from Toronto, Ontario, and I've been a business owner, and I'm also a semi-retired bookkeeper. I'm a grandmother of two young little boys, 8 and 4. Kept busy with the aging parents as well, so my plate is quite full. But I'm loving what I do because of my digital business. It gives me time to be with my family, and the automated business just follows me wherever I go, which is important for me. And also the experience to be sharing this opportunity to each and every person that I meet. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Elena. And not too far, go to USA. Natalia, good morning. Good to see you again.
Good morning, Dana. Thank you for having me here today as well. And I'm Natalia. I'm originally from the Republic of Moldova, but I live more than 15 years in the United States. I'm a wife, a mom of two beautiful children, mom momentarily I work as a substitute teacher in the United States and different centers. And I also run I'm new to business, but I have half of year in the online space, which I love it very much. And I'm eager to help moms or grandma to find that peace and their soul, because we are too much in this life have to struggle. But I think when we have freedom, financial freedom, then when we have peace and we have time for ourselves and see who we are in this life. So I want to say something in my language. Salutare comunitate și salutare toți din țara mea. Sunt Natalia, sunt la un interviu cu Dana și mulți alți, o parte dintre antreprenori din comunitatea noastră mare. Dacă vrei să faci parte din această comunitate, lasă un mesaj sub acest video și vom discuta în mai multe detalii. Thank you very much, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Natalia, and good to see you again. Grace, coming back to Toronto. Good to see you again. Hey, I just saw you last week. Last week. I have you last week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Dana. Thank you so much for giving us this wonderful platform every week. So, hello, viewers. Good morning. And my name is Grace. I live in Canada with my husband and 2 kids. And I'm originally from India, and I'm an online business owner. So I really want to help others who want to change their life, who want to start this online business. So as we go through this life, you will know a lot about us, and you will know a lot about our views about the business. And in my language, namaste, sabhi ko mera pyar bhara. मैं सबसे ये रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि सब लोग आएँ और बिजनेस को ट्राई करें, ज्वाइन करें. और आप सबको पता है, मेरी शक्ल पे लिखा है कि मैं इंडिया से हूँ, तो इसमें मुझे कुछ ज़्यादा बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. बट आप लोग सब आइए और हमारा ये लाइव सेशन को देखिए, और अगर आपके कोई क्वेश्चंस हैं तो प्लीज़ हमसे पूछिए. थैंक यू सो मच. बैक टू यू, डाना.
Thank you, Grace. Liz, good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, our viewers. Good afternoon, good evening. And depending on the time zone, wherever you are watching us from, for me, it's a very early good morning. It's about 7 a.m. My name is Lois. I'm originally from Kenya, born and raised in Kenya. I'm a mother to 1 young adult, legal assistant by profession, and a proud digital business owner. Habari zenyu wenzangu, tafadhali mwenye mnaelewa hii lugha, na wasalimia nyote na nawakaribisha katika hii kikao. Nawaambia tafadhali ketini hapo mtusikize, ndio mpate ujumbe kuhusu biashara tunayofanya, biashara unaweza fanya ukiwa mahali popote ulipo. This is a global business that you can do from anywhere, and that's why you're seeing different faces from different parts of the world. So if you're out there, just sit there and listen to us, and you're going to get some information that is going to inspire you and inform you to make an informed decision. Welcome all. Back to you, Dana. Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. And last but not least, Vaida. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are and you are watching me. If this is your first time, you are welcome, and we are inviting anyone watching us to stick with us until the live finishes. My name is Vaida. I'm original from Ghana. Currently, I'm in the US. I'm a mother of 3. I'm a registered nurse and proud digital business owner. Many are not of Bibiera or would see me within divide. I'm a free Ghana. The same with US. Many put me map me and sat newaha. Me a nurse. I'm a digital business owner. Oh, she should be set on function where you want part shop braha. In your name, be a museum and Zaman and Bicha Karate. Kahine wala ho first time. You provide a change ye Ghana, Pampanen Bay US, man and sending be what and Bicha yes. Take digital business owner. Kahunga borok to Zaka hop for Tomapo. Bamezana has beautiful faces. Tis Antatuma Atuno. Cherry am for so one of our port barka and a channel. Back to you, Ms. Dana.
Thank you, Vida, and thank you again, everyone, for taking time from your busy, Sunday morning or afternoon to spend, hopefully, 30 minutes to an hour here with everyone sharing about this business. So before talking about letting go and growing this business, let's remind everyone what this business is about, right? So what we do here, you heard us. We help people launch their own online businesses using a proven system, which is designed to work for anyone, regardless of their skills or their age or location. You can see we are all coming from different backgrounds, from different parts of the world. Even age-wise, we are kind of in the same ballpark, but still different. So that's not a limitation, your age, your location, or your skill set. Think of it like an online franchise that gives you everything that you need, the tools, the system, the training, and most of all, the support of an amazing community, which is now, 260,000 people or so. But you get this amazing community, but you get your own mentor, your own coach, while you still maintain full control of your business. It's your business. You decide how you run it, but you are never alone. You always have a support. And this amazing platform combined the power of social media, of automation, right? Everything is done online. So as long as you have an internet connection and a phone or a laptop, you are plugged in and your business is running while you live your life, you enjoy your life, or you'll do whatever else your busy life it is. There is no selling, no inventory. We are affiliated with a very reputable company, but we are not selling products. You'll not hear us talk about products. That's how we make the money. That's how you get the commission. But we are here just to provide you the access to this amazing system, and the rest will take you step by step in there. You need to come with an open mindset, with curiosity, and with the willingness to put some effort, because this business, it's a lot of things, but two things it's not. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You'll not hear us like, hey, you'll make 10,000 in the first day. No, it's a serious business that requires some effort, and it's not a job. There is nothing guaranteed at the end of the month. It depends on how much effort you put, how much energy. Each journey is different. What we can guarantee is that if you put the effort and you show up for your business, you'll be successful. It's just a matter of when, not if. And with that, let's go into talking about today's theme, right? And as I mentioned at the beginning, it's fall. So I'm thinking to talk about, what things we have to let go in order to grow, right? Because we all know in life, in business, no matter what you do, sometimes you need to unlearn some things, right? You need to look back of where you are and to see, what things are not longer serving us, how we can change, how we can grow. And sometimes in order to grow, you need to, get rid of some baggage, some things that maybe they are good for you at some point, but maybe not anymore. So, Reham, if I ask you, what's something that you had to let go in order for you to grow as a person, as a businesswoman, whatever it is?
Okay, thank you so much for that question, Dana. I always remember autumn in UK when it comes to this question. Just like the trees in autumn, let go of their leaves. And we too are called to release what no longer serve us. Because here's the truth: growth always requires space. That lesson become real for me when I begin my online digital business journey. And I want to share with you three things that I personally had to let go of, and how doing so completely changed my life and my business journey. The first thing is I had to let go of was the employee mindset. For years, I believe success meant working hard for someone else, following the rules, collecting a paycheck, and staying safe. That mindset told me, don't take that risk, don't dream too big, just play it safe. But here's the reality: that safety was keeping me small. I was not building my own dream. I was building someone else. Letting go of that mindset was not easy, if I'll be honest. But when I did, everything shifted. I started to see business differently. Instead of waiting for opportunities, I began creating them. Instead of trading time for money, I learned how to build systems that could work for me. That release opened the door to freedom, the kind of freedom that only entrepreneurship can give. The second thing I had to let go of was my comfort zone. Comfort feels good, right? And I'm sure you agree with me that it's safe, it's predictable, it's familiar, but it's also a trap. When I first started my online business, I had to do things that I never imagined. You know, learning new skills or digital skills, for example, showing up on online even when I felt awkward. Doing live is not my thing. Putting myself out there and connecting with strangers. At first it was uncomfortable and honestly sometimes it was scary as well. But every time I push past the discomfort, my business grow. And I realized something powerful. Growth doesn't come from comfort. Growth comes from courage. And the third thing I had to let go of was when other people think, what other people think about me. This one was the hardest, if I be honest. When I told people I was starting an online digital business, I heard all kinds of opinions. Is that really going to work? Why do you just take on your job? You have a good job. You're band six. Don't waste your time. Some of our surgeon I work with is even said that that's a scam. Be careful. If I listened to those voices, I would not be here today. But I learned that people will always have opinions. They don't pay your bills. They don't do and live your life, and they don't carry your dreams. The moment I stopped letting other people's opinion define my choices, I felt free. And that freedom gave me the confidence to move forward with boldness. So, what happened when I let go of these things? I created space for new beliefs, beliefs that I was capable, that I could learn, that I could build something on my own. I built the confidence to try, to feel, to adjust, and to keep going. And most importantly, I built some business that give me freedom, flexibility, and also fulfillment. So now I want to turn this back to all of you. What are you holding on to that might be keeping you from growing? Maybe it's the fear of leaving your comfort zone. Maybe it's the belief that you're not ready, or maybe it's the worry that too much about what other people will say about you. But what if letting go of just one of those things could open the door to the life and a business you've been dreaming of? And that's exactly why I stepped into the world of online digital business, because it's give me the chance to design life on my own terms. And here's the thing, it's not just possible for me, it's also possible for you too. Imagine what your life could look like a year from now if you choose courage over comfort, possibility over opinions, and growth over that fear. And if you're wondering how do I even started or all of us started this business or how does this digital business work, what's the first step? That's exactly we're going to uncover together in our weekly webinar. And that's why we keep on saying watch the webinar. I cannot summarize the webinar now, but I will say this. Once you see what's possible, you won't look at your future the same way again. So here's my invitation. Be curious enough to take that step. Register, show up, and allow yourself to discover what's waiting for you, because your next chapter is closer than you think. And it begins the moment you decided to let go of what's holding you back. So thank you, and have a blessed Sunday to all. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Ram. Such amazingly great points. It was right. The comfort zone, how they say, is what the dream goes to die, right? So yeah, definitely you don't grow out on your comfort zone. So we need to get out of that. But it's not easy. We all know that. We start, it's easier to take and get it done. And there are a lot of reasons that keep you in that, comfort zone. So, Elena, I'm going to ask you, why do you think letting go is so hard for most of us? And letting go of something, letting go of ourselves, of that, comfort zone and trying something new.
Excuse me. Well, Ram has covered some and most of it, but it's actually at this time of year, or actually I'm going through something like that right now. Well, not me personally, but I'm just going to get to the point of, letting go as, is something that so many of us find it hard. And it comes down to a few things, the identity and the attachment. And what I mean by that is, we connect with people, relationships, and roles. And like Raham said, you get too comfortable in the zone that you're in that you don't see from the outside until something affects you. Then you start seeing, or doing something for somebody else. And that takes away your focus, right? So many times we just don't want to leave our comfort zone. It's almost like that comfort blanket that has, it's like, this is all I know, right? And also the fear of the unknown. That is the biggest thing, right? The fear of the unknown. We hold on to that because we don't want to get hurt. And your every step that you take is uncertain. The familiar, your fear, you're familiar to your comfort, and that's what works for most of us. Then there's also the emotional investment, that we've poured in, the time, the love, and the energy in something that, that it's tough to walk away. It really is. It's like, think of it this way. You've been in a house for 20 years and all of a sudden you're moving. And when you're, packing and you're finding things, trust me, you're finding things that you didn't think you had. And you're like, you're going to put it in the donation box, but then you take it back. Or even if you're cleaning out your closet and you're saying, okay, I'm going to get rid of all this stuff that I haven't worn in years. That is our comfort zone. We're hanging on to that, right? But there comes a time that we say, has it served a purpose for me, right? So this is where the hope comes in. What if I let go of it, I could help somebody else, putting it in a donation box, or, just imagine, just keeping, maybe if you want to keep it, take a picture of it and just put it in an album if they still use those albums, or in your gallery, whichever you like, but of course there's also the control. Letting go often, admitting that some things are beyond our control, right? So the control part, and that's where it's not easy to accept. So finally, we can also feel that grief, a loss we've rather not face, right? Avoiding the pain and keeping up and holding longer than we should. And I say this a lot because to summarize, this is basically what I've been experiencing the past month. Is, in behalf of my sister-in-law who has lost her husband. And, after 20 years in a home that they built with their children, the children have now moved on. It's now time for her to move on and let go of this big, huge house. It no longer serves her purpose, right? And I feel for that. And that's where the grief comes in as well, too, because the grief will always be with you. The memories will always be with you. But, letting go is important in our lives. And sometimes we need to be reminded, and especially in things like in our live that we're having right now, I'm sure most of you are going through your mind right now. Yeah, I really don't need that, that old horse, statue horse or something like that. Whatever it is in the corner that's sitting there doing absolutely nothing but collect dust, maybe. It does have a memory, but we will cherish those memories. Those memories always come with us, right? Objects, we can't take it with us, right? So like Rayhan said, just releasing it makes the whole world go around and see the better side of you, because you're just being cooped up with all this stuff. And like we say there in the fall, our leaves are being removed. Sorry, the trees. The trees are losing their leaves, but also they're going to be changing. And that's what we do as well, too. So, sometimes, letting go isn't about giving up. It's about making space for something new to come in. So that's
Thank
my
you.
say. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Elena, and thank you for sharing your personal story in here. And it's true. No matter if it's a physical thing or some mental blocker, it's always hard to let go. And sometimes it's a bit easier when you know that you move, like the space requires. You move to a smaller house. You need to take. You cannot fit all your things, so you have to go and decide, make that triage and decide this will go, this will not go. And as Elena said, some things may go back and forth between that donation and keep it back. And believe me, I moved 4 years ago, and we moved to a bigger house, but I decided we want to, get rid of some stuff. After I moved, I realized I should have get rid of half of the stuff that we brought to the house.
Been there.
Yeah, but it's hard, right? But I think that the hardest part is when you are not forced, right? When, like in my case, I moved to a bigger house. I didn't really have to get rid of anything. I could get some new stuff. So, Natalia, if I ask you, how do we know when it's time to let go of something, to release, right? Because it's not always obvious. Sometimes you have to do maybe some reflection. You have to put some effort into knowing when it's time to let go of some things in order to grow.
Yeah, thanks, Dana, for the question. So I think the time is, it's coming not by the clock, but it's coming by the universe. When you find a purpose in something new, something which you realize that this will change you in the future, which you clearly see the image 5 years from now. So when what you're doing now, for example, I see myself in this business far, far away, and I see how I grow, even if I'm at the beginning. Where when I'm a substitute teacher, I don't see myself growing in this. And actually, it's not my specialty anyway. But I love at the moment what I'm doing. But when I find the purpose in this business, I thought that this is my savior. And of course, this, I think, was the time when I got in training. And during a few weeks, up to 1 month, I said, wow, this is something different than I knew before. And even if I did once design programs on computer, this training is much rich, and you have creativity. I'm actually a decorative artist and by specialty. And when I got on training, I said, this is what I want. This keeps you happy, gives you a hope. And in addition, you can help other moms, other families, other children to change their lives, to be together family, because I think we are all love this nest of family. I grew up in a big family, which my parents actually had a lot of brothers and sisters, and I always grew in grandma's house of a lot of people. So here I feel alone. And when I found this community, I said, oh God, this is what I love, to have this family together, to help others, to be happy. And I think that time when I found this hope, this one was the right time to let it go, everything else what was behind. And I don't know I think many people are like me. The yesterday already is a history. We have to focus on today and tomorrow. But yeah, I think this is the time when we realize. Thank you. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Natalia. Oh, so well said, right? When you are ready, but sometimes the universe just puts something in front of you and you realize that, yeah, I want this. And then it's maybe a bit easier to let go of anything else that sits between you and that dream. And I love how you say, right, in 5 years, you see yourself so far, you don't know how you'll get there. But now you have that vision and you let go whatever it is
Exactly.
in order to pursue that dream. So that's so inspirational. And I hope for everyone watching, find that dream, find that thing that will make you, let go of anything else that doesn't serve that purpose, whatever that purpose is for you. But it's, again, going back to we mentioned, right? Change is not easy. And no matter, sometimes you have that vision, but it's like, oh, can I do it? Right? The doubts are coming to your mind. Like, can I do it? Like, yeah, Natalia talks so nicely about helping people and stuff, but like, how do you do it? How do you get there? How do you impact so many people? It's hard because we want all the answer, right? We think of something and then we want to know exactly how to get there, and we want it right now. And that's not how it works, right? You have to take it slowly. You have to take one step at a time. So, Grace, if I ask you, how can fear of change hold us back? Did you experience any of that? And what's your experience? Why do you think people are stuck sometimes just because change is, is scary?
Thank you, Dana. Thank you for asking me this wonderful question. Yes, you're right. Like I've heard so many like comments here, and they're all are right. The fear of change, what does it do? It just holds us back. Why? Because as soon as we know that there is something that the change is coming, that triggers our comfortable mindset. That triggers our, and we start to seek comfortability and we start to seek predictability. Okay, so we want that. Okay, if we do the change, it should be this way, we should get this result only, we should be like this only. But when change shows up, whether it's starting a new business or moving to a new house or even shifting daily habits, it triggers uncertainty right away. Right away we get into the fear mode. Okay, because we know that, that's the reason why some people are in the 9 to 5 job for years, because they don't think besides of that 9 to 5. They think that that's their life, and they don't even think, and their mind doesn't even work that way, that there could be something else. So when the opportunity appears, something different, and then their comfort mindset, it triggers again. No, you cannot do that, you have to stay here. Remember, if you stay here, you're making money. Remember, if you stay here, you are comfort, you are paying your bills, and you're doing everything. So why do you have to do something else? Right? So that triggers your mind, and that threatens you, right? So if I do a change, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work for me? Because I already have something, so why do I have to do something else? So that fear keeps you in your comfort zone, and we stick to the familiar, we stick to our old habits, we don't like to change them because that challenges us. And that's why, because we don't like to change our habits, we like to be in the comfort zone. That paralyzes our decision making. We are not able to make decision, and we are kind of, how can we make that decision? And then how can we just start to overthink, and we start to procrastinate. Okay, we'll do it, we'll do it, and we start to avoid things towards growth, which is actually you will get when you really face that change in your life. So that's why. And even if you know that there's some change coming, and even if you know that there's some risk, that the risk is there, but even the risk is small, you make it big, you just magnifies it, like that, it's gonna go down, it's gonna be that, like that, instead of, okay, there's a risk which I'm able to take, which I can take. And just think about it, if you take that risk would give you more benefits, more profits. So we don't think that way because we are in the mind of fear. We are in the mind of procrastinating. We are in the mind of being in our own comfort zone. So that's where we block our opportunities. We block everything, even if the opportunities come them, because we don't realize that taking a small risk today will give you a big gains tomorrow. So that's why we need to work on that one. Because the truth is, change is inevitable. No matter if you want it or not, no matter if you like to stay. Sometimes we like to stay in our comfort zone that we're doing 9 to 5, we're happy, okay, we are there for 7 years, 8 years. But one day, boom, you're laid off. So there comes the change. Now you have no choice, right? Now you know, now you have to think beyond it. Now you have to find a new job. So again, that way you have to take a step, you have to take a change in your life. So why not change? Why not take the change that is deliberate? Why not take the change with your conscious mind? Why not take that risk, the small risk with your conscious mind? Why not make that decision about your future today when you already have something in hand? Make a plan B, right? Let it work for you. And that plan B is for yourself only. That plan B is not for someone else. You're not making someone else rich. You're only working for yourself. So instead of pushing someone else out of your comfort zone by laying you off, or something else, why not just grab this opportunity when it's appearing in front of you? Grab this opportunity and be happy to make the change for yourself. Even when you have already your comfort zone, just stretch a little bit. And when you stretch your comfort zone a little bit, this new boundary is your new comfort zone. And that's how you keep stretching. So when you keep stretching, you keep building up new comfort zones for yourself. Then you go step by step, and that's how you build up the business. That's how we did too. We were scared too. We were thinking, oh, maybe it's a scam. We were thinking, maybe, how would I go live? But we overcome all those comfort zones. We overcame all those our fears. So that's how we grow, and that's how we are growing, and that's what we want to offer to all the viewers out there. you know just come, and in this business we have this big community. You don't find these kind of things in any other business. I don't, at least I don't know any other business where you find this such a beautiful and helping community. So I would just suggest everybody, whoever is watching from wherever, especially the women out there. My message would be for the women, especially, like, who are like new moms, or are close to retirement, or even if you just the regular mom want to make some extra money, or you just need to go out of your comfort zone, and we are here to help you guys, right? Just listen to your inner voice, that small white whisper. That's not making you fool. That is telling you, take it, do it, take the risk. I am there with you. So just all the women out there, and everybody, whoever is listening, even the men's are listening, you can join them too, or you can ask your wife to join it. So I would say to all of you, just take the risk, chance, and we are here to help you out. We'll hold your hand and we'll take you through. Thank you so much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Grace. Yes, very well said. Change happens anyway, right? Why not control how the change happens and when the change happens, right? Because if not, you are then kind of forced to change, and it will feel much more uncomfortable when you are stuck there and you are forced to change. So if you can control that change, and we are bringing here this way that we control the change, we control how we change our lives. And if we can do it, as Grace said, everyone else can do it. And you start with a small change, with just a bit widening your comfort zone, and then widening even more and widening even more. But also know, and I agree, I'm a control freak. I like to have everything under control. Sometimes letting go, it feels like, oh, you lose control, like Rehan was saying, right? It feels like a loss. It's like, oh, I cannot give up on this, right? So, Lace, if I ask you, what do you say to those people who feel like letting go means giving up on something? And we teach our kids, right? I teach my kids, right? Don't give up on something just because it's hard, right? Keep going. What's the difference between letting go and giving up?
Thank you so much, Jana, for that question. And I want to say, giving up is not part and parcel of anybody who is in this business. That is not our motto. You have to learn that from the beginning. Because what does that mean? Giving up, it means quitting, and you're quitting on your dreams because you feel it is so hard, and you feel that you're tied to fear or doubt. That is the reason why you're quitting, and you feel, I don't think I can make it anymore. I don't think I can go far, and I'm going to fail. You have all those kind of feelings, and these feelings are just something that is trying to present itself to be real, but it is not real in normal sense. So giving up is not part and parcel of our vocabulary. We don't even think about it. So when you come on board, please don't say that I'm giving up, because you have a big community of 260 people who are going to support you. Why should giving up be part of you? That is something that you should put at the back of your mind, because let me tell you, the minute you give up, you're not only giving up on yourself, you're giving up even on your why. And most of us, why we started this business, just to say, is because we wanted better things for our children. And let me talk for myself. I wanted my daughter to go through college without having to incur any student debt, and also be able to save for my golden years. So when I give up, that means I have given up also on my daughter, because I'm saying, well, she can as well still have those student debts. So when you give up, you're not just giving up on yourself, you're giving up on that person, that reason that made you get into this place in the first place. So please do not give up. Don't allow that feeling. There is nothing hard under this universe. That is what I believe. If other people can do, you can also do it. So I don't believe there is anything hard on this universe. So, and what is letting go? Because that is what we are trying to telling you. You'd rather let it go, but not give up. What we are trying to say is release that is what no longer serves you. That does no longer make sense to you. And when you release that no longer makes sense to you, it gives you room to grow. It gives you a peace of mind, and other things start to flourish in your life. Just like my other predecessors who have talked before me, they have talked, we are coming into the season of fall where trees fall off their leaves. And that's a process. And later on, we see that they have grown new leaves. The leaves change to another color, and later everything is gone. And later on, they grow something fresh, greener leaves. And that is what exactly you are doing when you let go. Those things that no longer serve you, those things that are holding you back, because there are so many things that hold us back. And one of the things that hold us back is fear. And it is the fear of the unknown. Why are you letting something that you even don't know what it is hold you back? So trees just say, I let it go because I know tomorrow I'll look more beautiful. And so for you, let it go because it no longer serves you and no longer serves your loved ones, because tomorrow and you're going to have a brighter future. You're going to have you're going to get that time freedom that you've been looking for, to stay with your children and to travel the world. Because as much as we say that we do these things for the sake of our children, there are other people who do it for them to have freedom of time. Because in our business, we are not only these people that you see here who are in different careers. We also have engineers. Most of them are very well paid. They don't join this business because they want to make more money. They join because they are looking for freedom of time. And that is what they gain by getting this business. So the minute they let go some of their hours, they share some of those hours and decide, I want to give more to my business because I want to enjoy that time, travel the world, have more time with my family, and not miss milestones for my children. Because I always say my daughter is not young. She's a young adult, but she still needs me. Even at her age, she still feels quality is what matters to her. It's not quantity. Or sorry, it's quantity that matters to her. It's not quality. So I may think that I've had a very good conversation with my daughter within about 15 or 30 minutes. But that is not what she's looking for. She's looking to talk to me anything all the time. And that is what children look for. So I want to talk to especially my African brothers and sisters. Tunapokuja kwa hizi countries, tunajiachilia, tunafanya kazi kwa bidii kama mchwa. Tunasahau familia zetu. Kila saa ni kufanya kazi, and you forget that your family needs you. That's what I'm trying to say, that what we put ahead of us is looking for that money, trading time for money instead of having that time. It's the high time you let go that working so hard and decide, I now want to work smarter. And you know what happens when you decide to let go those things that no longer serve you? New doors open, new blessings open, and you start wondering, where were all these blessings? But it is because you are holding on to something. Even the Bible says, don't you see it? Don't you perceive it? I'm doing a new thing in your life. But the minute you keep looking at the closed door that God has already closed, you're not able to see those blessings. And that's why you're told, let go and look ahead, forge ahead, looking back, because we say forward ever, backward never. That is what you do. And also, you also open a space for clarity, because the minute you let that fear go, your mind has cleared and you're able to see new opportunities, better life for yourself and better life for your children, because you're no longer having that thing that was holding you back and feeling, I still have to remain here. You think because your mind is more positive oriented, you're like, oh, I didn't think I can do this, and I'm doing it, because at the beginning you thought it was too hard. But now, because you've let that go, you're seeing everything as possible and as easy as it can be, because it is just like 1, 2, 3 or ABCD. But because you've put that monster of feeling, I can do it, when you can do it, that's why you're still holding to it. So stop holding on to those things that are holding you back. And also, you have to understand, letting go is not a failure. You're not failing in anything. In any case, it's giving you more wisdom. You are gaining more wisdom by looking at the new opportunities that are presented to you. And I want to tell you, in our business community, because you can reach out to anybody that you want to reach out to anytime, depending on the time zone. You reach out to somebody through a test or the different platforms that we have. And they just give you an ear when you're just feeling like quitting, and then they make you get the sense of something. And by that, you've learned something. And I always say that learning is an everyday thing, because from here, you learn so many things from this, and that you've increased your wisdom. So don't think that when you're letting those things go, it's like you're saying, oh, I'm now a failure. That's why I did that. No, you're gaining more wisdom. So some things can really drain us when we hold on to them. But one thing that makes, when we let go, it fulfills us. So don't let those things that steal your joy, those things that steal your peace, hold you back, because you deserve your joy and nobody else holds you your happiness. It's only you. And there's a lot of purpose in you. You have to remember that when God is clearly closing one door, He's not closing it for a bad reason. He's closing it because He wants you to look at the new door, and He wants you to keep focused on the new door that He has opened for you. That is what I want to tell you know. And you have to know that letting go is an act of faith. It's not an act of cowardness. You are acting out of faith because God is telling you, take that leap of faith. These ladies come here every weekly. You listen to them, but you still feel that you want to hold on your multiple jobs. You still feel you want to hold on working many hours, but you do not give yourself a chance to live your life according to your own terms, not according to somebody else's schedule. I always say I work in a place where the longest vacation you can take is 2 weeks. So what does that mean? Somebody has dictated to me how long I can have my vacation. One of the things that I jumped into this business, I realized I've come so far And I was used to a very long vacation. I don't think this is the way I want to live my life, because I want, when I go for vacation, I'm not closing my eyes and opening them and the vacation is gone. I want to be on vacation all the time. And that's why I jumped into this business. So you're not losing your position by letting that go. You're positioning yourself for what is coming next. And just to wind up, I want to say this word. I'm not the one who said it, but I did not get who said it. But when I was thinking about all this letting go and giving up, I came across this and I tried to check who said this, but I could not get. I release what no longer serves me and trust God's timing, because God's timing is always the best. Thank you, and back to you, Dana.
Amen to that, Liz. Thank you. Yes. Letting go is not giving up, right? And imagine if the trees will not lose their leaves every fall, will not get new leaves in the spring, right? We'll still have those old leaves which will not serve any real purpose. So yes, but it takes courage, it takes power, and especially to change that mindset that we always or teach, right? Go to school, get a good job, and keep doing, work hard, and you'll be successful. And maybe that was one way to do it, but as the world is changing, that's not enough, and we all know that. And no matter how good their salary is or how good of a job you have, you are still, like Lois said, right? Someone else decides how your life is, or someone else decides your vacation, someone else decides if you can go to see your kid at school for a play, or if the kid is sick, if you can stay home and take it to the doctor, or maybe you need to send someone else. So that's the difference between, pushing you to make a change that will allow you to live a better life, whatever that better life looks for you. Vaida, last but not least, what would you say for those watching us that are still holding back because of that fear, because of getting out of your comfort zone? As a nurse who help others, busy mom, you made the change to also do, what wasn't easy probably. What's your message to those watching us?
All right. Thank you, Miss Dana. I'm just going to wrap up. For those who keep watching us all the time, every day, and still have the fear, and still have so much skeptical. I was number one skeptical mom. I watched my mentor for more than 3-4 months. And one day I said, you know what? Let me go and see what this lady is all talking about. And that brought me here. So I will remind them that comfort can be what? Quiet trap. Staying where it feel like safe might be what? It might protect you. You think that, oh, I'm safe. It's fine to be protected. But it's like short term. But if you keep, it will keep you what? From long-term growth. If you feel that way, I'm very fine there. I want to be protected. You'll be protected, all right. But that one is for short period. It won't help you to grow for a long time. You keep working, good. Special with the nurses. 16, 20 hours a day. Some of us, that's what we do. You will drop. Some people will go to work and they carry them to the hospital. What does that mean? You are taking care of somebody. And you will also be a patient. So are you a patient or you are taking care of people? Anybody who is watching us, the 9-to-5 job is not like it's not good. We also have our 9-to-5 job. But for me, when I came to United States, I was very young. Now looking at myself, I'm going down. So all of us, I know the way we were, we know that we are getting there. You don't want to just keep working. Last week, I watched the new 75 years old lady that was helping the school because the money is not there. You retire, but because the money is not sufficient, she have to go back to school to help. Something happened. They arrested her. You are going to be in the prison for the rest of your life. You imagine if you were doing something like this. Look at those who have gone on retirement, who wanted to go on retirement even earlier, and they joined this business. Some of them have retired early because the money they are getting from this business is even more than what they were getting from their 9 to 5. So we have to always think about it and get out from our comfort zone. Oh, I'm so busy, I can't do this. You are so busy, you have the time to go and clock in every day for somebody. That person took that leap of faith and start doing something. That person business did not just come one night. The person started from somewhere, and now the person have hired you to work for you. You're working for the person can decide to say, today, I don't want you. You are out there. What are you going to do? But at least if you get out for that, your comfort zone. This business, if you have this business, we all still work. Some of us still have our full-time work. I just came back from work and I'm sitting down here because I got out from my comfort zone. I want to go to bed to be sleeping because I worked last night. I worked 7 p to 7 a. And I'm sitting down here because I got out from my comfort zone. That's why I'm sitting down here. I don't want to be working that 7 p to 7 a for the rest of my life. It's night. The body needs to rest. That's why some people, they just become sick early and they don't even know. Because all the time you don't sleep. You are out there working the 16 to 20 hours a day all the time. You don't rest. You are shortening your life. So that's why we need something to support us. So I remind people that you need to get out of your comfort zone. Look for something. We are always here every week and talking. Why don't you just click the link? Watch the video to see. Because when I click my mentor, I just wanted to while away my time. Because the video was keep popping up all the time. The moment I have the phone, it will pop up 3 times. I don't know whether he said it 3 times for me. Every day I will see it 3, 4 times. So I wanted to just while away my time and say, oh, let me click this lady and he leave me alone. But after I click and I put the name, I started listening. I said, Then my attention came. There was not even time for me to watch. Anytime I'm going to work, I put it on my phone and I'll be listening. I didn't even watch it. I was just listening to the talking. When I get to work, I'll off it. When I'm coming back, that was what I was doing. I listened to that video more than a week. Before I could find a time, African lady, I didn't want to do without my husband, to come and convince my husband. It took me a week to convince him to sit down and watch the video before I could join the business. So I got out from my own comfort zone, and here I am today. So I'm telling those, we the African in diaspora, we the immigrants, we are here working. We don't even have, the more we work, the more we don't have the money. The week, if you get to know, the week you even work overtime more, that's the time the tax take everything. When the paycheck come, your eye tend to this. You say, oh, this week I'm just going to get boom. When the tax come, the paycheck come, it's very small. And if you don't take time, by the end of the year, you're going to pay back. So we are encouraging anybody. This is our business. Just try it and see. Click any one of our link. Get out for that, your comfort zone. And look for opportunities. It's not only the 9 to 5 that can give you that opportunity. Click any one of our link and watch the video to see if it is something you might be interested. And stop saying that I don't have time. All over the year, we are all busy parents. We are all busy mom, grandma, and we are here. If all of us can get time, you can get a time. If mother of 5, mother of 6, 7 can get a time to do this, you can get that time to do it because you have the time to go and work for money. This is the money we are looking for. You can get that time to work on your own business so that one day you can also hire somebody to work for you. So I'm encouraging anybody to get out for your comfort zone and groove. If you sit down there, there's no way you're going to groove. Your comfort zone is just a short period, and you don't want to regret tomorrow. If I had known, that would be at last. It won't come back and say, oh, years ago, I saw this lady. I should have just clicked the link. It's gone. And the little you have put in the bank and be watching and said, I don't want to use it to start a business. Some people, that's what they say. I don't have the money. And you keep the little there to be watching every day. They are not increasing for you. No interest. And you just keep what instead of you to use that little one and look for more to get more. So I'm going to end up here, and I'm inviting anybody to come in, get out from that your comfort zone. Look for something, click any one of our link and watch the video just to see. There's no harm in trying. If you watch and you don't like it, fine. If you watch and you like it, pay the $149. If you go inside and learn everything and you're not interested, we give your $149 back to you. Nobody will ask you anything. So thank you, and back to you, Ms. Dana.
Thank you, Vida, and thank you, everyone. We've been talking, I promise, an hour. We are just past 1 hour. So thank you, everyone, for sharing your thoughts, your passion here. And I'll end up by how a very smart man, he was saying that, hey, this business may not be for you, but what if it is? So think of that. What if it is for you? What if it can change your life? And that starts with a small step, a small action of getting a bit out of your comfort zone. So think of that. Think if this business could be for you. Be curious. Reach out to us. We are here to help you if you are ready. If not, as Vida said, that's okay. You can continue your life. We have our lives too, and we are here to help those who are ready for that. And with that, thank you, everyone. Have a blessed Sunday and an amazing day. And see you next time.
You have a great
Bye.
Bye. Ciao, ciao.